Hey guys, it's your girl Shalae and I'm back today with a second stimulus check update video. In today's video, we're going to discuss the $1,200 stimulus check as well as the $2,000 stimulus check per month appears again. Yes, it won't go away. Now, spoiler alert, I don't think we're gonna get it, but we're gonna talk about it. Then we also have one state is giving out their own stimulus check as well. So definitely stay tuned and see if you may qualify for another $1,200 stimulus check. Then we also have some information regarding Social Security, or if you apply for Social Security. And last but not least, the IRS says that, hey, 9 million people still qualify for a stimulus check and they are trying to reach you. So if you want to know what is going on in the lovely world of stimulus, my darling, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello. Hey friend, okay. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we talk about shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click that big old red subscribe button down below and you are in just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like, because this is like, I don't know, maybe the 200th week or something that I've been your Woman Crush Wednesday. Hey friends. All right guys, let's go ahead and jump into it. As you can see, I'm always excited and this Wednesday is no different. Show me the money. All righty here. So Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said today that the Democrats will not fold to the Republicans' scaled down or skinny bill relief plan. Now, I told you guys yesterday this probably was not going to gain any momentum, but here we are. All right, so he predicted that the rejection of the $500 billion measure will put pressure on the GOP senators to negotiate with them and agree to a larger package. So he's pretty much saying like, hey, we're going to deny it. We're going to have to come back to the drawing board and negotiate because we're not going for it. There's a good chance that they'll feel the pressure once the Democrats are not going to fold to this bill, he said, which leaves out so much. The pressure will mount on them. Now, he talked to CNN today and he had a few other things besides slamming the Republican bill for leaving out funding for the state and local governments, which was allocated in the House $3 trillion plan passed in May. And we already know, like, states can't even chip in this $100 unemployment boost. So they need money just as bad as we do at this point. Now, he criticized the GO plan for not including funds for the food assistance for children, which that includes like your EBT and pandemic EBT programs. He said monies for families that are being evicted from their homes because, you know, this eviction moratorium, okay, we have a lot going on with that. And then he also said relief for the travel industry and money for broadband in rural areas. You know, a lot of children are doing this hybrid from home learning or virtual learning, and they don't even have internet. And all of these things were included in the HEROES Act in May. He said, our bill meets the needs of the American people. Their bill meets the needs of a few people who do not want to vote for anything, and they're feeling such pressure from the public, they have to come to the floor. So he slammed at this vote and he said that, hey, this is a cynical act because McConnell knows that it will not pass. And who knows, maybe this is just, you know, a way to go ahead and put something out there and then they deny it and they're back at the negotiating table. But I told you guys yesterday, let's just move on. Alrighty here, but speaking of somebody who may get stimulus checks because we haven't received them, in Vermont House okays stimulus checks for immigrant workers. So the Vermont House has given preliminary approval for a $5 million in stimulus payments for residents who did not receive stimulus checks from the federal government based on their immigrant status. They're not the first state to do this. California did this, and I think it was another state that did it. Well, I don't know. But I know California did do it. Now, under the Vermont Stimulus Equity Program, they approved Tuesday that adults will receive $1,200 and then $500 for each child. The immigrant residents include more than 1,000 undocumented dairy workers and other workers who tend to work in tourism and the hospitality industries. The proposal is set up for another reading later on this evening, as well as then it'll be headed to the Senate. So Governor Phil Scott said that he wants to back an aid program to help these workers. Good job, Governor Scott. What do you guys think? Do you stay in Vermont? Do you like the fact that undocumented immigrant workers will be getting stimulus checks? I think it works. I like it. I do. Alrighty, so speaking of stimulus checks or lack thereof, this $2,000 stimulus check is back on the table again, okay? It's just, you know, I don't know how it keeps reappearing, but yet no money appears in our bank accounts, you know? Alrighty here. So Senator Ed Markey presses again for these $2,000 stimulus checks. And he said, look here, because we already know that the Republicans' bill is headed nowhere, him and Bernie Sanders again call on the federal government to provide $2,000 in monthly checks to millions of Americans during the pandemic. He said a single $1,200 check in the spring is not enough to keep struggling families afloat during the crisis. I agree. Now, there's a lot of information that was shared on social media, as well as he said, look, the bill will provide $2,000 checks to Americans who earn up to $100,000, and those who file up to head of household are eligible up to $150,000, and married couples earning up to $200,000. Families with children will receive $2,000 per child, up to 3 children. The payments will come through and 3 months after the pandemic, and they would be retroactive to March. Now, that's where you miss a lot of people with, okay? All right, Ed, they're not gonna bring us back money for $2,000 to March. We are arguing over $1,200 if they don't wanna give us another single payment. You think they're gonna back pay to March? They don't even wanna back pay for unemployment. How many people are still waiting on their unemployment? I'll wait, comment down below, because I know you're waiting. All right, so at this point, but I'm glad you're still pressing the issue. And then Bernie Sanders said, how pathetic. He said, the Senate Republicans tell us we can't afford to give $2,000 a month to working class individuals during the crisis. But he said, hey, President Trump announced on Friday they had $300 billion. Release that money, give it to the American people. If we had the money then, use this to provide the $2,000, which they have a good point. He did say, hey, we can use that $300 billion and send out stimulus checks. We'll see. What do you think down below? Alrighty here. Now with unemployment, I already told you guys, if you, a lot of states are coming underneath the microscope for this unemployment fraud right now. I guess they are definitely taking a look. So if you were wrongly paid for unemployment benefits, whether it's your fault or not, you may have to pay the money back, even if you did everything correctly and followed the state's guidelines. If they determine that you were not eligible, then you're still on the hook for the money. And so, hey, now I already told you that Ohio, California, Illinois were under the microscope. Well, now we're going to add New York and New Jersey. Several claimants received notices that they have to pay back $10,788 to the New York Department of Labor because they said they wrongly paid their claims. Claimants should have received benefits from New Jersey. Instead, paperwork shows that they got the money from New York. But of the claimants that they sent letters to, those claimants did submit claims in New Jersey back in March, they said, and they still have yet to be paid. So they said the state will not pay until she reimburses New York. So now you can't even receive your money from Jersey until you're reimbursed New York. I don't even know. Alrighty. So after being out of work for 5.5 months, a lot of people do not have the money to pay this at all. And a lot of people have been stating in the comment section below that they have yet to receive their $300 unemployment pay. Some states are doing those one-time retroactive payments where you can get like $1,500, $900, and then some states are like, hey, you'll get your retroactive payments at a later date. So it just depends on which state you're in, okay? So some states are already issuing, and like I said, I think Florida was announcing you should have received your money today or sometime this week. All right, here, speaking of the IRS and money. All right. The IRS plans to notify 9 million Americans who may be eligible for the first stimulus check, but have yet to receive or yet to claim their relief payments. So this usually applies to people that do not file federal tax returns, and they have until October 15th to register with the non-filer tool on the IRS.com. Now, according to the IRS, 160 million taxpayers have received their payments, which was designed, and I know, before you say it, you still haven't received your first stimulus. Did you check the non-filers tool? Try it out. Maybe it's a good day. I don't know. Alrighty here. Now, according to the commissioner, he said, we're taking these extra steps to help Americans who may not know that they can still be eligible for the payments and they don't know how to register for one. So people who aren't required to file a tax return can quickly register on the IRS.gov and still get their money this year, which even homeless people still qualify. And I know a lot of people are like, well, where can they register at? You can check out, you can go to like your public library, but they are eligible still for payments as well. Now, the IRS said that they will actually send out letters on September 24th to inform recipients that they could be eligible for those payments if they meet certain criteria, such as they're a resident of the United States and they have a valid Social Security number. The IRS said that 7 million people have already registered through the non-filers tool to receive a check. So if you receive one, hey, go online and fill it out as well. And last but not least, Social Security announces new online video hearings. So the Social Security Administration announced a new service for people that are still waiting on a decision for their Social Security. So in addition to telephone hearings, Social Security will offer the opportunity for online video using Microsoft platforms beginning this fall. Now, this free service will allow applicants and their representatives to participate in the hearing anywhere that they have access to a camera-enabled smartphone, tablet, or computer. This stable and secure online platform allows the Social Security judge to see and interact with its applicants and their representatives just like it was an in-person hearing. So they're trying to do this as well to make sure that they don't get a backlog and that you can get your Social Security as well. So this is all that I have, guys. It's still that slim slither of hope for a $1,200 stimulus check. I don't think we're gonna get anything with this $2,000, but hey, you never know. Let me know down in the comments below. Can you believe what is going on? Can you believe we don't have a check yet? I mean, at this point, Santa Claus is going to deliver our checks. Jeez whiz. I think we're going to get them. A lot of people ask, do you think we're going to? I think myself personally, yes, I do think we're going to get one, but it probably will, who knows, maybe what, 2032, 2045? I don't know. We'll know. Who knows? Let me know down in the comments. What are you guys going to do on this happy Wednesday? It is a beautiful day, regardless if the stimulus has hit or not. Let me know what you and your family have planned. What are you eating? What's on the menu? Anything to take your mind off the stimulus, all right? Because I am about to go outside and have a walk. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you mañana. Bye, guys.